people? Another episode of The World is Burning, first one of 2024. Hope you guys all had a great Christmas and a good new year. If you're new to this channel, welcome. This is a channel we're just following the economic issues everyone's going through, and we're also going to be looking at the 2024 collapses that I think are coming. This episode today is about shrinkflation. This really grinds my gears, guys. Really grinds my gears. These companies are taking the mick with the pricing, but now they're also taking the mick with the size of the portions that they're selling you. Let's get into it, see what the TikTok world's saying.
Some of the craziest examples of shrinkflation. Ice cream bars not filling up the ice cream all the way. Midnight's putting way more space in between their chocolates.
Outrageous.
Girl Scout cookies gradually getting smaller over the years. Cadbury chocolate putting now bigger on their packaging, but it's actually the same exact size.
Yeah, I'm just going to pause this here. Like, that should be illegal. Like, that should 100% be illegal. You're just lying to us.
Chips are now getting smaller. The packaging makes it look like it's one big loaf, but it's actually two smaller pieces.
Outrageous.
Oreo reducing the amount of cream they put in their cookies. Nerf darts having a lot of extra space in their packaging that's just empty. Trader Joe's stopped filling up their sandwich cookies all the way. This unopened cheese stick looks like it was cut in half. Packages of gum have started adding a thumb grip in order to not give you an extra piece. Here's another example. Toblerone began adding extra space in between their chocolate mountains. Wow. Someone opened up their Lunchables and this was how much cheese was in there. Ramen noodles slightly decreasing the size of their flavor packets. Super glue bottles have an empty shell that takes up nearly half of.
Like this, that should be illegal. Like, just sell it like that. Sell it like that and do it at a reasonable price. Don't be lying to us.
Crayola has begun selling half-sized color pencils instead of the full one.
Even
the packaging on the Colgate toothpaste is extremely misleading. The dent size for Gatorade bottles has gotten way bigger. Klondike bars have literally no chocolate on the outer shell. Doritos bags used to be 9.75 ounces, now they're 9.25 ounces. Burger King used to have a deal where you get 10 chicken nuggets for $4.49, but now it's 8 chicken nuggets.
Shout out this guy speed running it. I'm following him. Yeah, guys, leave me your comment. Have you got any crazy shrinkflation anecdotes that you've experienced? But this is outrageous. It's like every product is getting hit with it.
More insane examples of shrinkflation. Not only has Pringles reduced the amount of chips inside their container, but the chips themselves have gotten smaller. The same brand of vitamin gummies have shrunken the amount that they give you in only 1 month. Smarties have allegedly shrunken their size for the upcoming Halloween season. These 8 pieces of cream cheese used to fill up the whole box. Dog food.
Like, even the cream cheese isn't safe. Like, that should make a perfect circle. Everyone knows Dairy Lee should make a perfect circle. Like, what is going on?
It's the same, but it has 10% less food in it. This person paid $22 for this Eggs Benedict. This person paid for 80 grams of veggie strips at the grocery store, but when he weighed it at home, it was only 40 grams. Gillette razors have allegedly reduced the amount of razors in their packaging, but still use the old box, which contains.
Yeah, and it doesn't even look good. Like, it doesn't, like, what are they thinking, Gillette? Like, we're going to actually put this onto the market and we're obviously just going to leave one out. Like, come on, guys, be better.
Snickers bars have allegedly been shrinking every year since the past decade, and many say that Ben & Jerry's ice cream is doing the same thing. Is this bag of chips half empty or half full? Pop-Tart.
Yeah, that one grinds my gears, the chips. Like, they need to knock it on the head now, the chips companies, because they're actually getting ridiculous. They're selling you a bag of air at this point.
Slowly reducing the amount of icing on the actual Pop-Tart. This person paid extra for a side of sauce, and this is what they got. This bag of half-empty wilted lettuce costs over $6 at Walmart.
And that's just such a sad-looking bag of lettuce for $6. Like, the world is actually burning right now. Like, what the hell is this?
And this cup of pasta is marketed as the big size, but it's not even 1/10 of the way filled up.
Yeah, and everyone's always talking about, you know, the climate, we have to do more to reduce the CO2, this, that, and the other. And they allow these companies just to make these ridiculous decisions with packaging, just to kind of trick people. That's what it is, it's tricking you into thinking you're getting more.
What in the shrinkflation is this? So I've never tried these M&Ms before, they're like the brownie ones. And I thought £1.50, great. And then look, there is literally not even like a quarter of it filled with chocolate. So I decided not to buy it because that's pretty expensive. Madness. In the shrinkflation.
Yeah, all award in the comments here. They could get rid of so much of the extra packaging, but no, they'd rather try to deceive us. That's literally what I just said. I haven't watched any of these videos before I've done this, guys. I'm watching them fresh review, but all on the
embarrassing
same
signs of
wavelength, brother.
shrinkflation. Goldfish boxes are getting smaller, but they're still the same price. This burger's pickles were thicker than the actual patty. The packaging on this Nutella jar is very misleading. The Skittles box is more than double the size of the actual candy. The dent at the bottom of this perfume takes up nearly the whole bottle. The cookie packaging says it has 75 grams, but it weighs only 60 grams. A full stack of pancakes from IHOP doesn't even fill up the plate anymore. This sandwich looks like one whole wrap, but it's actually two smaller.
Yeah, it's like things like this. Like, we actually need our politicians to put some legislation in to stop this stuff. Well, that's just so cheeky. So cheeky.
This person paid $5 for a breakfast sandwich, but it's smaller than his hand.
Yeah,
and
got
this
rolled,
bottle
mate.
of butter spray is advertised as 20% bigger, but they look the same size.
Shrinkflation's not being talked about enough. We've gotten to a point where not only things are like quadruple the price, but they're also giving us half the product. They try to hide it in the most like small, minute ways, but you can always tell. Even if they're just skimming a little bit off the top, they'll do anything to make that extra little bit of profit. Even fast food has cut back so much, I can eat an entire McDonald's cheeseburger in one bite if I really wanted to. Not just the size or the quantity of things, it's also the quality. Restaurants, grocery stores, fast food places, it doesn't matter. Things taste different to me. Vegetables, meat, fruit, everything. There's something about it that just tastes off. Like chicken and beef. It's just disrespectful at this point. They really think we're stupid. And the thing is, I don't know if it's ever going to go back to normal. The fact that they've made record profits fooling people like this and we still buy it because we have to kind of tells me that this never...
Yeah, guys, I honestly don't think it's ever going back to the before times. This is just going to keep going. It's going to keep getting worse. This funny, cushy comment here. We're regressing as a society, and it's honestly kind of scary. I agree. You know, it's like, where does this end? Where does it end?
change. If it always comes down to quality or people over price and money being made, they're always going to choose the money being made. I swear, there was a time where you could go to the store or go to McDonald's with like $3 and feed yourself for at least a day. Inflation.
People are really mad at Oreo. Fans on social media are calling out Oreo, saying the company is ripping them off by putting less cream in their cookies. People have been posting videos and pictures all over the internet showing Oreo cookies with a tiny amount of cream. But this isn't the...
Yeah, I actually bought some Oreos the other day, and I noticed this. It didn't even taste right because there was like a thin bit of cream in the center, and then it was just all biscuit on the outside. It just was not a good experience. Sort it out, Oreo.
And we've seen companies do this. People also called out Toblerone, accusing them of making the gaps bigger in their chocolate. Chips, toothpaste, and even toilet paper have all had the same problem. The company behind Oreo is insisting that they haven't changed the cream amount, but people are saying this shrinkflation is real, and companies are continuing to make products smaller, but keeping their price the same, with some even increasing the price. So if you here,
who is regulating these sprinkles? Because they're all kind of full, but then you look at this. You turn them over, and look at this. There's not even none of these glitter ones. This is like empty.
Yeah, I generally feel like everything in the world, just the quality control's going down. Like, is there any quality control anymore? I feel like these companies are just putting things out there, selling them for a ridiculous price, and there's no quality control. Like, what even is that? None of them are even uniform either. They're all different. Every single one's different.
Companies are out here gaslighting us into thinking that shrinkflation isn't real. A woman literally laughed at me when I picked this up.
Yeah, what even is that?
There's like 3 chips. There's 3 chips in the whole bag.
Yeah, it's outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. See, I vote with my pounds. If I see a company doing something like that, I will just never buy from that company again. There's plenty of other chips to choose from. You know what I mean? I do that quite a lot with my purchases these days.
Here's some of the best examples of shrinkflation that I've found. Doritos used to come in 9.75 ounce bags, but now they're packaged in 9.25 ounce bags, which is 11 less chips per bag. Mochi ice cream now has fewer calories, probably because they went from 9 ounces to 7.5 ounces. Pringles went from 200 grams to 180 grams, and now they're at 165 grams. This shareable pack of M&Ms went from 10.7 ounces down to 10 ounces, which is 22 less M&Ms. This one wasn't surprising. Powerade went from 32 ounces to 28 ounces. ounces. They're still charging the same price, of course. This is one of my favorites. So this salad dressing went from 14 ounces to 12 ounces, and the brand responded to this tweet by saying, "We made the decision to downsize the bottle due to consumers telling us that they don't finish the entire bottle prior to expiration date. I'd rather the brand just be honest and say, hey, it costs more to make the salad dressing, so we're gonna decrease the size of it." All right, back to shrinkflation. So this person bought a bottle of Febreze and they found their old one. The new one was 37% smaller. Laughing Cow went from 6 ounces to 5.4 ounces. Costco kept their hot dogs at $1.50, but they decreased their premium paper towels from 1,026 square feet to 898 square feet. That's a decrease of over 12%. As you can see with these shop towels, they kept the same size, but they increased the cardboard in the middle. Very sneaky. And here we have some deceptive marketing from WD-40. Now 25 milliliters more, but it's actually 25 milliliters less. Dove soap continues to shrink over the years. And Campbell's Chunky Soup.
Yeah, guys, nothing's safe. It's not just the food that's getting shrinkflated. It's all the other stuff as well that you use on a day-to-day basis. Yeah, leave me a comment. What have you noticed in your life getting hit with this shrinkflation?
Here's my favorite, Gatorade. It kind of grew a waistline here. It used to be 32 ounces, now it's 28 ounces, but it is the same height. You can see it there.
Yeah, she's right. That Gatorade bottle's looking good. You're like, damn, what you been doing, Gatorade? You stopped drinking Gatorade? But yes, from soda to cereal and even toilet paper, companies are secretly shrinking the size of their products, but you pay the same. And you've probably noticed this, right? Back in the day, you bought a big bag of chips. Everyone ate. These days, you open the bag, and there's just one chip holding the sides to make it look big.
Yeah, oh, I like this guy. I thought I followed him. Yeah, this guy's pretty good. He always he's been documenting for like years, I think, at this point, like the price of things, and he compares and contrasts. So yeah, give this guy a like. I like this guy. Yeah, absolutely nothing safe, guys. Everything's getting hit with this right now.
Breaking news!
Look at the comparison. I was going through my kids' Halloween candy and I saw this. I thought it was like a broken off Snickers bar. It's actually the whole bar. It just has the S on it. What they used to be, this is what they are now.
Yeah, Snickers are really out of pocket these days. I've noticed it in the UK, like Snickers bars are getting small. Right, guys, well, we'll leave it there today. Leave me a comment. I really want to know what your examples of shrinkflation that you've seen are. And I'll catch you on the next one, guys. Bye.